guys, how you all doing? It's me, Kevin Studios, and welcome back to a brand new video. In fact, this video is the first episode of a brand new series I'm doing called Sonic Discussions. And this series is basically about me, obviously discussing Sonic games or any Sonic related stuff. And this first episode, I'm going to be talking about Sonic Mania. So yeah, before we get started with that, guys, if you like this type of video and this type of series that you want me to do it still, carry on with it, then please like the video, and that will show me, that you guys want to see more of these type of videos. So yeah, and also another thing, if you don't enjoy these videos and and you're very unhappy about it, then let me know in the comments below. Comment about what you don't like about it. You can be critical or kind, whatever. Any kind of feedback will greatly help me improve for future videos if you want me to carry on with this. So yeah, so anyway, without further ado, let's begin. So Sonic Mania is a game that's coming out next year in 2017 as part of Sonic's 25th anniversary celebrations, which occurred the June just gone on the 23rd. And it's being released on the consoles of PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC. It's being developed by Headcanon and Pagoda West Games. So regarding gameplay, Sonic Mania returns us to the 2D style of Sonic games, which were on the Sega Mega Drive, which is known as a Mega Drive here in the UK, but also known as Genesis in America, and Sega CD. And so yeah, basically it's going back to the 2D gameplay of the classic games, basically. And you can also play as Sonic, Tails or Knuckles in these games, the classic trio. And it also features its own unique levels, which basically its own original levels made in the game, and also remixed and remade levels from past games, such as Green Hill Zone from the original Sonic the Hedgehog 1, which came out in 1991. So regarding programming, the main programmer of Sonic Mania is Christian Whitehead, and a bit of history about him. He started off as a freelance 3D animator with the company Kink Graffiti, I think. And since 2009, he has been more focused on game development, particularly making fan games based on the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And then in 2009, Christian Whitehead produced a video of Sonic CD running on an iPhone device using his own custom-made engine named the Retro Engine. And then in 2011, Sega saw Christian Whitehead's skills and ability to successfully port Sonic games onto mobile devices, that they decided to officially release a Sonic CD port in 2009 on various systems such as the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3 and mobile devices, which were iPhone and Android. And his port was a massive success, and due to this big success, he was later commissioned to port Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the two first ever Sonic games, to mobile devices. And then as we all know, in 2016, Christian Whitehead, in collaboration with Headcanon and Pagoda West Games, were announced to be developing their own original game, Sonic Mania, which is why we're talking about it. So yeah. So now I'll be covering basically my opinions of what I think about Sonic Mania. So now I'm going to be talking about the trailer, and if you guys haven't seen the trailer yet, you probably would have, because it came out in July in the summer just gone. But if you haven't, or you just want to recap and watch the trailer again, then the link to the trailer will be in the description down below on this video. So yeah, anyway, from the trailer, it looks exactly like the old school Sonic games that we know from the 90s. It looks more like an actual sequel to the classic Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2 and 3 games, compared to Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2, which came out in 2010 and 2012 respectively. And even more is that the main playable characters will be Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, who were the classical playable characters in the original Sonic the Hedgehog Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy, sorry about that. And going on about Sonic the Hedgehog 4, I remember the trailer, it was named Project Needle Mouse. It showed Sonic running, shadowy graphics, I think, and then it showed Sonic with his classic finger wagging at the Sonic the Hedgehog sign, and everyone thought, oh my god, it's going to be classic Sonic, all that stuff. It's to celebrate, it's 2010, I think it was Sonic's 19th anniversary, I think, but yeah. And I thought the game wasn't that bad. A lot of people were shocked when they realized it was modern Sonic as the main Sonic, not classic Sonic, even though they're the same character. A lot of not I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about the minority here. Like a few Sonic fans that were classic Sonic fans from the 90s and all that, they were infuriated that Sonic wasn't black eyes and the small chubby Sonic that used to be back in the 90s. They hated the fact he had green eyes and all that, and it had his modern design. But the thing is, he's the same Sonic, and Sega are not really going to change it, because you got to remember as well, Sonic 4 was for the young and the old Sonic fans basically. And in my opinion, I wasn't too bored about it. I mean, I've been a Sonic fan since I was about 8, which is like 2002. I was born 1995, so I didn't obviously play Sonic games when they came out because I wasn't around. But I like the classic Sonic games. I want the best at it. I mean, I'm more better than modern games, but I still played them and enjoyed them. And I wasn't really fussed about what Sonic looked like his design in Sonic the Hedgehog 4. But the game was okay. But to be honest, it didn't feel like a sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3, if you get me. It felt more like a modernized version of the original Sonic the Hedgehog. So a lot of levels that were they were obviously different zones, but each stage, each level, each act, they seemed like rehashed versions of the original Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 levels. Like there were so many levels. Splash Hill Zone was so similar to Green Hill Zone. There was a zone that was similar to Labyrinth. I think it was Lost Labyrinth Zone. I think that was a pain. But I thought it was okay, but I thought it was like a modern take of Sonic the Hedgehog, in my opinion. And from what I've seen in the trailer, if you, like I said in the description down below, of Sonic Mania, it looks more like a classic Sonic game, as in like the graphics as well and the gameplay as well. And I like the fact they do have its own unique levels, but I don't mind that it's also remixed and remade some old Sonic levels. I mean, that's good. You should have both. I think you should have the original and mix. You shouldn't have just remix ones, because it felt like in Sonic the Hedgehog 4 episode 1 and 2 there were more remix, if that makes sense. So yeah, and but what I'm saying is, from what I've seen from the trailer, still, it's only a little bit glimpse that we've seen from the trailer, but Sonic Mania has the potential to return the Sonic the Hedgehog series to its glory days, because as of late, Sonic the Hedgehog in the video game industry haven't been doing great. I mean, they had Sonic Runners on the iPhone and, well, any mobile device, I think, but that's a mobile game. I mean, like, console games, it's not really going well. Like, they had Sonic Boom that came out on the Wii U in late 2014. That did not go well. I didn't buy it, but I heard from a lot of people didn't enjoy it. I know the new Sonic Boom game, Fire and Ice, that came out this year, has gone down quite well. But you know what I mean. Like, I think Sonic Mania can return it, because Sonic needs a kickstart. Sega need a game, a new Sonic game, just to get Sonic series back up and running, because it has been a bit inconsistent as of late. So yeah, but another thing I like is that Sonic now has a new move in this game, Sonic Mania, which is called the Drop Dash, which basically allows him to automatically launch into a roll-in spin attack after landing from a jump. And also, the game also features the elemental shields and giant rings that lead to special stages, which was seen in Sonic the Hedgehog 3. But they're also going to have new items as well, and I like the fact that they gave Sonic a new move, because it gives that Sonic game its own uniqueness. Because if you remember Sonic the Hedgehog 1, you didn't have the spin dash. That was introduced in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I'm not saying Sonic Mania will be remembered just from the drop dash move, but it will be one of the main reasons people remember it, because if it goes well, obviously the drop dash is a successful new move that Sega implement into Sonic. People will be like, when they see Sonic Mania, oh yeah, I remember that game, a few years down the road, I remember that game, it had the drop dash move, which was awesome, and it's now a massive mainstay in the Sonic moveset, which spin dash is, and hopefully the drop dash can do that. And also I like the fact that the elemental shields are back, like the fire shield, the electric shield, and the shield that lets you suck in rings. I think that's pretty cool. I like that it got that back, and giant rings as well. I don't know what the special stages are going to be like. I think what we saw in the trailer, it was like Sonic Hedgehog 1, but I'm not entirely sure. I saw a trailer a few days ago and I can't remember that, but let me know. It's a bit silly that I can't remember that, but yeah. So yeah, now I'm going to briefly talk about the programmer, Christian Whitehead, and like I said before, he's known for fan games and porting the classic Sonic the Hedgehog games on mobile devices and Sonic CD on the 360, PS3 and PC. And I actually downloaded that version of Sonic CD off the PlayStation 3, because I never had Sonic CD, because I never had a Sega CD, because that came out in the 90s when I wasn't around. I was born mid-90s and I was really young then. And also, I never had an Xbox, so original Xbox, so Sonic Gems Collection, which has Sonic CD included, I think so, that wasn't Xbox game. It was more like a GameCube and PS2 exclusive, so I didn't have it then. And when I saw it come out, I thought I'd give it a go and all that. And honestly, I'm alright. I haven't completed it. I'm still stuck on it. I'm still a bit puzzled on the time zone stuff, but I'm getting a hang of it. I know I've had it for like 5 years now. I've got it in 2011, but I was alright at it. I did like it. I thought it ported quite well from what I've seen of the Sonic CD original Sega CD game on YouTube. Comparing it, it looks very similar. So it shows you Christian Whitehead is very talented at importing games and all that. Obviously, say importing games. Sega recognise that obviously because they released that. But yeah, I think he's a very he's a quality programmer, and hopefully he'll make the game really good. And I'm looking forward to this game massively. And because after doing research onto him, it seems like it'd be really good. So yeah. And anyway, now talking about the release date, obviously it's unknown. All we know is that it's coming out some point in 2017 next year. We don't know the month and all that, but I think that's good that Sega are taking the time on this game. I mean, I know it's going to be released more closer to Sonic's 26th anniversary than 25th, but I think it's good because after all, quality is always better than quantity. If you remember Sonic 06, I know you don't remember. It's been 10 years since that game. I know, 10 years, bloody hell. But Sega had to rush to get it released at a certain date, and obviously due to them rushing, the game didn't turn out as good as it should have been. And hopefully this shows you that Sega's learning from that. I know it's 10 years down the road, but hopefully they're learning from that. Sonic Mania does not turn out like that because they're taking the time of it. Hopefully the game will prove to be a really good quality game. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this game. Let me, guys, as well as giving me feedback on what you think. Please like the video as well if you want to see more of these discussion videos. And also let me know in the comments below your opinion on Sonic Mania. Are you looking forward to it? And let me know why. If you're not, let me know why you're not. So yeah, anyway guys, the next video this should be up on Saturday. It's Thursday right now. And next I need to record Sonic Heroes. I know we're on like the final story now. I should get that recorded tomorrow on Friday, and that should be up on Saturday hopefully as well. And then hopefully Sunday can release. I might release this on Saturday, and Sunday I might have the next part of the last story, Sonic Heroes. But yeah, anyway, I'm over tracking now. I'm sorry this video was a bit long. I might have gone over the 10-minute mark, so apologies for that. But I hope you enjoyed this first episode of my Sonic Discussions, where I talk about Sonic Mania. Let me know what you think and how I can improve my videos as well. And see you later, guys. Take care. Bye bye.